Hey guys, it's Alpha VR, and this is part 4 of the Projectile series, and it's been a while since the last one. I still get comments asking, how do I do this? Because it's outdated. So I'm gonna go over all the circuits, new and updated, and way better ways of doing it. Okay, so I'm gonna go over how to damage an AI with projectiles because the old video, I think it might still work, but it is a really horrible way of doing it. So first, you're going to need to go click edit and edit the actual projectile launcher's chip. As you can see here, I have one that works, and all you're going to need is these 4 chips. So go to create palette, circuits, and then just search. You're going to need event receiver,
Here.
from rec room object, collision data get object, and last thing you will need is combatant receive damage. It says it's a beta chip, so you might have to turn on creative tools. Now once you have these chips out, the wiring is also pretty simple. So you're going to need to configure the event receiver to be projectile hit rec room object. So just look for that. There we go, projectile hit rec room object. And now go to connect. And it's super simple. So you're going to wire the execution pin on this straight over to combatant receive damage. The firing player is going to go to damage source. The damage is just going to go straight to damage, pretty simple. Collision data is going to go down to collision data get object, and then the object is going to go to from rec room object, and then there you go, the from rec room object goes into target. And that's how simple it is. So once you have this set up, you can configure the actual projectile launcher to have this damage here. You can configure that to be whatever damage value you want, and then you can also configure whatever projectile settings you want, and it'll still work. So like if I take this here and spawn in a goblin, it'll do however much damage I set it to do per shot or per bullet or whatever. The same thing, except for the event receiver, you're going to need the event explosion hit rec room object, and then just pretty much the same wiring. That's it. That's all the circuits you need for the projectile launcher. It's that simple.